insurance claims for whiplash are rising. One is made every minute of every hour of every day. Most claims are genuine, but a lot aren't. Because of the difficulty of proving or disproving whiplash, it's fast becoming the fraud of choice for an increasing number of people.
We have a problem of staged accidents in this country where people are actually staging an accident. These are often organised by highly efficient, effective criminal gangs who put in a claim for damage to a vehicle, and included in that will be claims for whiplash. And because whiplash is notoriously difficult to prove or disprove, it's an area that's rife for exploitation.
The fraudsters choreograph this kind of accident so cleverly that it's virtually impossible to detect any wrongdoing. Their favourite locations are the approaches to roundabouts, or as PC Neil Crozier is discovering this afternoon, it can be the slip road onto a motorway.
The vehicle had gone into the back of another one as they were joining the main carriageway. Peter Jackson spoke to the driver.
Is that the only thing you remember? The car in front was blue?
Yeah.
What was it, a saloon? Was it a small car, big car?
No, small car.
You want to speak to the other one?
Yes, please, mate.
The driver is claiming a vehicle, which has now disappeared, stopped in front of him, causing him to slam his brakes on. A hapless female driver then ran into the back of him.
PC Moody spoke to the female driver of the Honda, and I was talking to the gentleman in the back seat of the Vectra.
You're going like that?
No, I know go speed. I go to Reading.
Have you got any neck pain?
Okay, no.
You're hesitating when I'm asking you. You either have or you haven't.
The female that made the call, she was often a little bit concerned about the nature of the accident itself, because in her eyes she viewed it as being a little bit suspicious.
I was coming along the slip road onto the motorway, and there were two cars in front of me, and the motorway was quite clear, and the first car just seemed to stop all of a sudden, and the car behind it stopped. I saw his brake lights come on straight away, but he didn't go into the car, and obviously I was accelerating to pull onto the motorway because it was clear, and I put my brakes on as soon as I saw his, and I couldn't do anything. I just smashed into the back of him.
The accident bears the hallmarks of a classic case of bash cash.
And as she's moved over to the hard shoulder, the courser at the very front has driven off and hasn't stopped. And in her opinion, it would have been of the understanding that an accident had occurred.
Moving forward, that vehicle at the front, we don't know what actually happened. One blue vehicle had match brake and Kashi match brake as well, and that's when we had some collision at the back.
Cars, just vanished into thin air.
And then the guys in the middle car got out, and one of them came towards me. He didn't threaten me, but he was quite aggressive. I was obviously very shocked, and he swore at me and asked me what I was doing. And then he came out clutching his head, and the other guy came out clutching his back.
You've got back pain, you've been advised to see your doctor. At least then it covers you and details what you say is there.
The driver came up and said, "Oh, I've phoned the police already, but I've told the ambulance not to come because nobody's been hurt, and I've told the police not to come because we're all okay, aren't we?" And he said, "Who are you on the phone to?" And I said, "Oh, nobody, I'm just having a look at it." But I was still the operator who kept the line live because I was a bit concerned.
Front seat passenger says that they've been coming up the slip road. A small blue vehicle has just randomly jammed the anchors on in front of them. He said he doesn't know where it's come from, just suddenly appeared. His mate slammed the brakes on as well, and they've had a shunt from behind. So,
is that both passengers have said that?
No, just the one from the front seat, which is the one that's claiming that he's got neck pain, headache, and lower back pain.
Apparently has said also a blue car. The driver said a red car. So what I'll do is I don't know. It'll get reported to the insurance fraud unit.
People might get their reds and purples and pinks, that sort of thing, mixed up, but red and blue, it's one or the other.
Hello, mate.
As far as insurance companies are concerned, the car behind in an accident is nearly always deemed to be the one at fault.
We've got the driver that's complaining of minor injuries. We've got front seat passenger saying that he's got stiff neck, lower back pain, sudden jolt from behind, and basically that's about it.
From the Vectra,
yeah, Vectra's vehicle number 2, so that was at the front, and the offender vehicle's gone up the back.
Right, so no one in the back one complaining of anything, just the front car?
Not as far as I'm aware.
I think when we arrived and we could see how clear the motorway was, looking at the skid marks and taking the accounts from the people, I think it was fair to say that there was some kind of foul play there. That somebody potentially had stopped in order for her to collide into the rear of them.
If it's a setup, then it's awful. And it's just lucky that I wasn't injured. And they weren't injured, they're part of it. And they have been injured as well, really.
Unfortunately, it's one of those incidents that's that we call a crash for cash incident, where the vehicle has stopped and the occupants of that vehicle will then claim compensation for injuries that they may have sustained.
Yeah, if it's a setup, I feel sick about it, actually.